Before any harness leaves iWire, we check that everything is good to go. This means using a multimeter tool to make sure all of the connections are accurate.
Harness for a JDM WRX with AVCS going in a Porsche Spyder. And the reason that we use the Haltech on this one is mostly because they wanted a digital dash. The stock ECU of this generation doesn't have the data speed to output to a digital dash fast enough to make the data usable. So a lot of times we would use a stock ECU for this, but that was the trigger point for this one. So this is an Elite 2000, has lots of inputs and outputs to do all sorts of fun things like flex fuel, log a lot of sensors. We added on a wideband sensor. This one will have flex fuel. We'll also have a oil pressure sensor and some other additional basic logging. On this harness, these are all OEM brand new connectors, of which we sell. So if you have a stock WRX or STI or any other Subaru for that matter, we probably have a replacement connector for it. Things like coil packs are common to break. These are the older style. There's a newer gray one, which we also carry. Another common plug that breaks would be this green one for the alternator. And then cam and crank position sensors are common failures, so we carry all of those. The reason the harness is 9 feet long, by the way, is that the Haltech ECU is in the front of the car and the engine is in the back of the car. So in order to get that distance, we'll go like this. Unlike most people who would do this in Porsche, Vanagon, Bug, some sort of non-Subaru application, what you would see here is probably an OEM harness just packed up and spliced back together in some semblance to get it to fit. Instead, this is entirely brand new. There's not a single used part on this harness. We're not using factory fuse boxes. We're building it with a brand new fuse box that also, by the way, is all weatherproof, so if you're in a tough environment, this will handle it. All of this sleeving is brand new, and then the intake manifold is not an off-the-shelf part. This is custom made for his car specifically. Depends on the application whether we would do this or not, but it is something we can do for the right cars. We have this harness built. It's ready to go in the car. Next step will be to install it and hook up the last couple leads. Really all he'll have left is radiator fan, power wires, fuel pump power, key on power, tie in the battery. It's fired up.